Good morning, guys. It's another hot day here in northern Wisconsin, and my goal today is to get the irrigation for the mums set up and hopefully some pumpkins too, because I'm redoing all of our irrigation. And ideally you want to have the irrigation set up before you put the mums on the landscaping fabric, but there just wasn't enough hours in the day and I needed to get these guys transplanted. So I am doing it now and weaving in and out of these pumpkins. So let me show you what I'm doing. So I have this 3/4 inch poly tubing, and it's going to run down this row and then come down and go down the center and then go down and come down here. And there will be little spigots off of each one that go to each individual mum. And then Owen is going to put down the rest of the landscaping fabric right there so we can get the big pots put there, and it'll keep going and weave in and out of those. Once that's done, I have to take it and stretch it out and everything, put the landscaping fabric down. Then I can start putting the splitters and the drip emitters on, and then the ends, and then I'll be able to hook it up. We just laid the black mainline tubing, and right now Owen is putting the rest of the landscaping fabric down for me, and then we are putting the drip emitters in the mainline tubing, or I'm coming behind and putting the drip emitters in the mainline tubing. We just got the rest of the mums planted. We have big pots. These are 12 inchers and they have 3 in each one. There's one that has 4 in it. And then those are the ones that we didn't get finished last night. I believe they are yellow with an orange center. And so what we did is we planted them, and I'm actually going to put them on the landscaping fabric this evening when I am out hooking up the irrigation and finishing the irrigation down there, because it's just so hot. I don't want to shock them. They've been in our basement until we go to plant them. And so going from our nice cool basement that's in the 50s to 60s to outside where it's 100 degrees and super high humidity, probably not the wisest choice. So we're leaving them here in the shade until we move them this evening, and then hopefully that'll work out well. I gave them all a good water, and then we'll haul them down there this evening. But for now, I'm gonna go in and take a break, sit down in the house where it's nice and cool, maybe get something to eat, and then we'll start going on this when the temperature starts to go down. While Lily and I are sitting inside, we figured it was a good time to get all of the prep work done for the drip line. So right now I'm cutting all of the individual drip lines for the pots, and Lily is cutting all of the wire little stakes that we're going to make for each one as well. So now that the temperature is starting to drop, we are able to come back out and start working. We have the main line all placed where it needs to go, and we can start putting the individual drip lines on that. And then we can place the rest of the mums at the same time and get those drip lines put in, and then we're done. And this is the time that every YouTuber hates, where they actually took a picture or forgot to hit record. But we were able to get all of the pots out and get them all placed, and we're making great progress. So we have our main line run, and when I was in the house, I took and I cut, this is 1/4 inch drip line tubing, and I cut one for every single pot. And so this is gonna connect off of our main line and go into our pot. And then I have these little, we made them, they're out of electric fence. And all I did is Lily cut the pieces for me, probably about 6 to 9 inches long.
and then I just took and I wrapped it around and made 2 little points, and so then that sticks in the pot, so then that holds it so that we don't need to worry about them falling out. So I have enough for every pot of these, and then we have the drip emitters, and I took them all apart so they'd be easier to put in, but it's take apart one so that you can clean it in case they get clogged, but that's just what it looks like. So this, the little point there pokes into the pipe, and then this attaches to that, and then it goes into the pot. Now I did have some, I think they're called spiders, where it actually splits it into 4 or 6 or 8. The ones I had split it into 4, and it just cuts down on your time because you're only putting this little guy in once for every 4 pots. But the company I ordered them from, they didn't really explain. They gave me a list of everything I needed, so I ordered those, and they didn't explain that I needed another part. Well, by the time I'd order that, I needed them. So I had these already ordered for a different project I was going to work on. So I'm just doing one for each pot. It's going to take extra time to put it in. That's all we can do right now, is just use what we have and get it done. So I started putting some of these guys in, and now I'm gonna go and put on the actual drip line and put the little stakes in to hold them in. Can you see that? I'm gonna actually test that a little more so that it goes like that. Or should I put it over here? There, that's better. There we go. So the next one goes right where I'm at. And this one goes. It goes there. That makes sense. Okay. So this one goes here. Alright, so it's getting dark. We have the first row of irrigation fully done and ready. Look at that beautiful moon behind us. It is dark red. It is absolutely gorgeous. Mosquitoes are out in full force, and it's also 4th of July. So we are headed in. We're gonna sit down in the nice cool and relax for a little bit. But that's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see you next time.